Well, it's really going to be a great meet. We're actually got a little bit of a split team. We've got some going out to the Mount Sac Relays, which is really kind of known as the distance carnival this time of year. And our best distance guys are going to go out there and hopefully have great weather and have an opportunity to compete against the best in the whole country in distance. And then the rest of the team will head to the MJ Baylor Invitational. And we've got A&M and Texas and us and TCU and K-State in the conference, which will be really good. But then there's also going to be 5 or 6 other Arkansas out of the SEC. Just some really good competition. Supposed to be 80 degrees. We really need a good meet that's some good weather and try to get some good marks.
How are you guys feeling this time of year? When I know indoor, you guys you're home every week. Outdoor, it's not quite as often. How are you guys feeling being more on the road in the outdoor?
Well, I hate it, but I think the kids are adjusting to it well, and we need to do it because we do need to adapt. We have to go to California for the regionals, even before that Oklahoma for Big 12, and then of course Austin for a whole week for the nationals. So we're getting our practice in on traveling and being in a motel and getting that routine down. So I think they'll adapt real well.
Overall, how would you say that your outdoor season has gone so far?
It's gone good. I'm not real happy only because of weather. We haven't had the greatest of weather where we've been, and this is the time of year we need to start getting some stuff done. I took it real easy on the national indoor people until the Texas Relays, and then we went to A&M and got bad weather. So then we took off last week, so we're kind of anxious to get back a little bit on the saddle and really get some good marks for our conference and also for regionals.
We joke with Tadlock all the time that this time of year he's part weatherman, part head coach. Is that a similar thing for you guys in track and field?
It's always, people ask me, am I going to take my raincoat? And I'm like, are you kidding? It's packed always. So it's just the nature of our sport.
What's the status on Sarah? How's she feeling? And do you think that you're going to be able to get her back for the outdoor season?
Yeah, Sarah is doing really well, and we are very hopeful. We're going to make that decision probably after this weekend. She is going to go on her own, unattached, and run on a relay with some pro people this weekend and have an opportunity to just get a race in. And then we're going to know a little bit more, and then we'll have a meet here next Friday, and hopefully we'll get her back then.
You've got O'Dane coming back for the first time, get his outdoor debut. What are you expecting out of him?
Yeah, I'm just so thrilled O'Dane is healthy and feels good, has had a good week of practice. I think we're just going to triple jump him on a short run, but trying to get that regional mark and just let him kind of get his feet wet again and get started. But real excited to have him back. What a great leader he is for our team.
Obviously, you trust your assistant coaches, and track's obviously different than other sports, but to have even a small part of the team away, is that ever different for you guys? You have to talk to them before they leave and just not being with them when they're actually competing that day?
Well, our sport's so different mostly that once the gun goes off, we can't do much for them or whatever. It's not like we can call a timeout, and tell them what they're doing wrong. But it's a little bit different. Most of our job is done before they take off or before they run. But we've always got a good plan, and you're right, I do trust my assistants.
I think it's 4 straight weeks y'all have been number 1 in the country for outdoor. Can you talk about your team and are they competing at that level, you think, right now?
Well, I always say rankings don't mean anything this time of year, but it's fun, and I'm proud that we're getting the respect of that. But we've got a long way to go, and we need to get a few people back healthy and to make sure nothing really matters in our sport outdoors besides conference, regionals, and nationals. So we've got to be good late, and I'm just hoping to get everybody back over the next couple of weeks where we're healthy.
Looking at the competition this weekend, what are going to be some of the really tight events that can really showcase where you guys are at nationally for some of these guys and where they're at just Big 12 wise?
Yeah, we're putting nearly everyone in their main event. Our 2 male sprinters, Devine and AJ, will run the 100 and the 200. We'll also have our girls in the same situation. Norman Grimes will also run the 400 hurdles against a couple of guys from A&M, and they have better times right now. We're going to have a good opportunity this week to see where we are, comparable to some of the top 5 people in the nation. So I think between Texas and A&M and us and Baylor and then Arkansas, men and women, it's going to be a really good test.